When you're weary and feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I'll dry them all. I'm on your side. When times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I will take your part when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine, and all your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. And if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I can ease your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I can ease your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I can ease your mind. I will ease your mind.
Good morning, good morning. May we each be a bridge for each other this morning. Our opening words are from bell hooks, short and sweet, in my humble opinion, profound. Bell reminds us that what we do is more important than what we say or say we believe. So please join me in our shared affirmation of service, which is printed in your order of service this morning. Talks a little bit about us and who we are. This fellowship is a welcoming, diverse, and nurturing, beloved community that promotes progressive religious thought and practice to create a more loving, just, and sustainable world. Sustainable world. You know, I have to think about that world. That our ripples matter. That what we do matters. So we have a very, very, very special announcement that I would like to begin with this morning. It's a very special acknowledgement and statement of gratitude to David and Shirley Locke for their most generous bequest to SUUF. In honor of David's passing, may he rest in peace. Amen. Very special indeed. Other announcements, things to make note of. We are starting our Hope House bathroom fundraiser this week. You may know we're building, that's such a wonderful thing, we will be building a bathroom in the Hope House. Instructions on how to purchase the items on the registry and set up at Target are in the December newsletter. But I have a note that you've got to spend $35 to use Target. But you can also donate cash and checks made out to Penny, and we'll do the shopping for you. So know that that's enough. A large envelope is on the greeter table for your donations. And thank you again for your continued support of the outreach projects from Penny, Cora, and Jan, our outreach team. Can we give the outreach team a little? Michael Steele has an announcement for us, reminding us that the Verde Valley Voices Christmas concert will take place next Sunday on the 12th with a wide variety of holiday music at 3 p.m. at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Conway. Please see Michael for more details. Pat Kopitke has a reminder and announcement. As she mentioned in our December newsletter about the women's news, we'd be happy to schedule a casual pre-holiday virtual gathering for women on Zoom on Wednesday, December 15th at high noon. Just to talk about your plans or concerns for the upcoming holidays or anything else you might have on your head or heart. Okay. Now, this is floating around, and 'tis not true. Men's group is meeting. Kobe Schmovit. Men get together to see what's shaking because we know men love bacon. So yeah, we continue to meet and do what we do. Okay. A couple of want to hold the books up here. We have a supply of the 100 questions that non-members ask about UUs or Unitarian Universalism. And we also have our UU pocket guide, and they both are outside, and we ask that you make a $5 donation, if you wish, into our collection jar.
Anthony?
Yes.
I just wanted to say that I did not know that you guys were reading the guides, so in January there'll be a thing in the newsletter about when and where, starting January.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. And by the way, Michelle reminds me that anytime it's part of the big high admission that you paid to walk in here, you are able to raise that hand and say something at any time about almost anything. In fact, I invited, so in case you ever have something to share, do not hesitate. So let's do what I say, create this UU umbrella. May this fire lighting this candle, rekindling this morning, represent our commitment to be connected with one another. And whatever that looks like. They will sing.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You say I took the name in vain. I didn't even know the name, but if I did, well, really, what's it to ya? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you heard, the broken or the holy. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It wasn't much, I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I told the truth, I didn't come to fool ya. Even if it all goes wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of song, with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
There are seasons in human affairs of inward and outward revolution, when new depths seem to be broken up in the soul, when new wants are unfolded in multitudes, and the new and undefined good is thirsted for. There are periods when to dare is the highest wisdom.
Thank you, Susannah. It ain't live, but it ain't bad. And thank you, Michael. Yes. There are times, that guy, by the way, he was quoting is arguably the most influential and recognized Unitarian minister of all time. Some of you recognize him, of course, but those not. Mr. Channing. Could have been talking about these times of thirst, when new ways of being are thirsted for. So good morning again, gracious ones. Good morning. And the rest of y'all are welcome as well. I am very grateful, radiating gratitude in all directions for being here and for you being here. As I always say, you could be anywhere. You chose to be here. For that, we are most grateful. And I welcome you as always in the name of the ancestors, those you cannot see but who I talk to on a regular basis, and upon whose shoulders I stand. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to be here to share this space with you, and know that I welcome you in the name of all that is holy and sacred for you. All beliefs and non-beliefs are welcome. Also reminding ourselves that we stand, sit, breathe on sacred land on which we stand, sit, breathe, live our lives. Land of the Apache, the Navajo, and the Yavapai people, among others. My appreciation, where I keep coming back to these old places, these new places, the folks in, I can say, my folks in Ireland, I borrowed their quote. We do not ask what you believe or expect you to think the way we do, but only that you try and live a kind and helpful life with the dignity proper to that of a human being. So welcome all who believe that religion is wider than any sect and deeper than any set of opinions. Welcome all who might find in our friendship and in this fellowship strength and encouragement for daily living. Things you can use, thoughts that hit the spot, questions you walk away with. For we believe it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Yes. So today's talk is entitled The Call of the Elder. And I imagine that's resonating with a lot of what my friend called you frosty tops. I can get away. See, I ain't got no top. The case for, I want to make the case for elderhood in a time of tumult, time of uncertainty, upheaval. Yeah? It is these times that a quickening happens, kind of an amplification of the call of the elder takes place. Yeah. And it's a call to awaken the elder and the sage in everyone. In everyone. In every one of our hearts. You know, in the old wisdom traditions, they say that elders had one foot planted solid in survival and on the ground, and the other foot in the imagination. In the imagination. So this elder archetype or way of being becomes both a source of vision and imagination, as well as a place of resiliency. And as we all know, just getting old does not make one an elder. Oh no. Because you see, if we continue to have what I'll call infantile attitudes, no. We need to grasp, I said, it's a hidden beauty and it's a hidden power of elderhood. And we have to see it through lens beyond what you look like. That physiology, which we tend to do. But see, elderhood awakens something else. You can't see it. Something, dare I say, metaphysical. Something transcendent and spiritual is required. There is a difference between an older and an elder. Elders contribute to the divisions in the culture and the society. The elder fosters unity, even above their own self-interest. Now, in spite of, we'll say, in spite of our bodily aches and pains, elders are still a deep source of life-affirming energy in a culture. And I judge we need that. I judge we need you. You see, elders are instinctive humanitarians. Yeah. We've seen things fall apart. You've seen them fall apart. And you've witnessed when they kind of come back together, where there's some kind of awakening of a renewal, if you will. Like we're facing today in our world, in our state, in our countries, and in our country, as well as in ourselves. So an elder is a change maker. Someone who leads by example and is inspiring to others. Hey, do the same. An elder opens up doors that reflect you back at you. And an elder listens to everyone, no matter what, even them. Even them. So an elder can provide an independent voice that can speak out, that can challenge injustice and break taboos. Now, of course, we get old, so certain features fade with age. But our goal, and I hear my native people say, today's a good day to die. But I offer to you that our goal must be to die young, as late as possible. Can you feel me? To die young, as late as possible. Yeah. Because I kind of like to pull the legs off my old buddies and friends. You done forgot what it's like to be 20. There's nothing wrong with him or her or them. They're just 20. Remember when you were 20 or 15? So, die young, as late as possible. Remaining spiritually vital and morally awake. Now, but this is a tough deal, because we live where we live. And we're bombarded in our American culture, constantly mocking the value of maturity. I've got a friend, been a minister since 1967, Tom Owen-Towle. You'll hear from him later in Michael's second reading. But he tells a story about a young senator in Washington, D.C. He's taking a bunch of quote-unquote seniors around a tour of the legislative process, yes? And he's using one-syllable words and shouting. Voting and Constitution! And then he turns to the group and he says, so, what did you used to be? What did you used to be? And some folks say, well, I was a school teacher, a college professor, a hairdresser, an accountant. But this one old elder, he sat with that a little bit, and he heard that phrase again. Well, what did you used to be? put an eye on that senator and he said, I still am. That's the elder. We are still here. Gonna be here a while, ain't you, Joe? That's right. And there's another story about the granddaughter and the grandma. It's grandma's birthday. And the beautiful, she just looks at grandma. You are beautiful. And she said, well, thank you, granddaughter. I ought to be on 87. And she says, there was a time, she said, my beauty isn't decorative. My beauty is structural. That got me just like it got me. My beauty is not decorative, my darling. My beauty is structural. So whatever your age, that's the kind of attitude I'm encouraging today. Beyond decorative to structural. That inner beauty and power, I believe it shines through all matter. Shines through, cuts through everything. Because again, it's from the heart. Based upon experience, lived experience, bathed in intuition and tradition. Now, a few folks in our American culture are so willing to embrace our oldness. But I find it fascinating. We can love an old teapot. Look at that old village. Oh my God, that old tree. Huh? Oh, what a teacup. We can appreciate old things precisely for their what? Their oldness. So what are we, top liver? The beauty of their years and the memories that they contain is just in there. So things seem to gain in value with age. Regardless of how useful they are. It's just, look at it, just can look at it. And know that it's old and feel, ooh, that's cool. So why do we deny in our Western society this same appreciation to human beings? No. Age has a value. Age has a value. Appreciation for human beings. Now this is a privilege I'm in favor of. This is earned privilege. Ain't no automatic thing. You get it because you just look like you look. No, this ain't that. This is earned privilege. You've earned it. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. That's the respect. And I have to bear witness, I saw it with my own eyes. I saw it with my own eyes in 2008. I shall never forget it. I was in West Africa at the time in the country of Liberia. And I saw 4 and 5 years old respecting 10 years old. 10 years. What the heck is that? Then I saw the 10, the 15-year-olds managing them. And went on up to the young adults, and they looked up to the older adults, and who was sitting there at the top of the pyramid but the elder. And I saw it. I had to put a name on it being a Western-headed man. What did put the woo-hoo? So I came up with authentic graciousness. That's what I saw. It was measured and dispensed on a particular criteria by age. It was fascinating to see. Fascinating to see. So I know it's possible. There's a poet named May Sarton who in her later years penned this. She says, now I have become myself. It's taken time. Many years, many places. I've been dissolved and shaken. I love that line. I've been dissolved and shaken. Worn other people's faces. But now I want to become myself. We We've earned that right. Definition of elderhood. I want to see that in others. We're going to dare to be human. Allow your elder to awaken. Now, I know I'm talking to some UUs, a bunch of Americans. So how you do that? I got something for you. How? Number one, update your intimacies. Make that phone call. Write that letter. Yeah, update your intimacies, my friends. Repair that break. You repair that break. Well, why don't they call me and I ain't seen them and I know what they did. I ain't nothing about it. Ring it up. The elder makes the break. The elder makes the call. My friends, be current with the companions of your heart. Go bolder, not older. You see, elders know in practice that you don't, find life worth living. No. Elders make life worth living. Bell hooks, our opening words, doing. Elders know that we humans are not the sum of our toys or our trophies. Oh, we love toys. Nothing wrong with toys and trophies. Come on back, it's okay. But we're not the sum of those. Rather, we are the sum of our gifts, our choices, our commitments. The elder also learns and teaches all of us, keep track of your resentments. Keep track of them. It's okay. Keep track. But write them in the sand. Write them in the sand. But your commitments, you write those in
Marble.
Not like a setup, huh? Write those in marble. You can keep those resentments, just let them blow away. But the commitments, write them in marble. Author Stephen Jenkinson reminds us, if you continue to argue with the whys of your earlier days, why is that? I love my grandson. All you want to know is why. Why? I love her. It's great. But you ain't full no more. But if you continue to argue with the whys of your earlier days, and if you keep on looking for that payday or for that amen that has eluded you so far, you're cheating a younger person. You're cheating a younger person out of knowing the deep red rush of a human life. Jenkinson so speaks to what I beg when I talk to you all the time about the value that's in your story, the power that's in the life that you have. There's deep red rush that folks need. So elders know and remember that life won't be measured by the number of breaths you take, so much as the moment you seize that take your breath away. So in a sense, elders are really about getting to know and making an effort to know what is not seen. Getting to know the invisible. What might that be like? Wrote a poem about it over here. An original poem comes to mind. And it's entitled, Getting to Know the Invisible. Getting to know the invisible. The invisible, yet somehow known. Getting to know that unmistakable heart-based tone. Getting to know the unsmellable. You see, its aroma is locked in a cosmic jar. Getting to know the untastable, served at an all-you-can-eat energy bar. You see, getting to know the invisible means getting to know the only sense out of our five, and that sixth one that we also want to recognize. But getting to know the only sense cannot be described, but only felt. The unstealable, the unsealable, the unwielable, and the undealable. Ah, yes, that would be the feelable. The feelable. Now, the invisible stays busy. The invisible is constantly shooting arrows at you and me. Yeah. Invisible, ceaseless arrows. They serve as a kind of memory hot toddy. Most of the time, these arrows arrive in the midsection of your body. You ever get one of them? Now, sometimes they are huge. Sometimes they may be slight in duration and in size. But I want you to know it's just the invisible touching base asking to be recognized. Getting to know the invisible means trusting your gut. Getting to know the invisible is about the slice, but without the cut. The slice without the cut. Full loaf, no cutting, full loaf. Body, mind, feeling. Replacing fear with willing. Love gets top billing. Trust erases stealing. And good old love again gets that top billing. Now, this may show up sometimes dressed like a dream. With a head full of pure steel. And if you don't remember anything, remember this. Things are never what they seem. Never, Daphne, never. Showing up sometimes dressed like a dream, with a head full of pure steam. Remember, things are never what they seem. So I close my eyes trying to get some kind of reading. You see, I realize I've been hypnotized. My umbilical to the invisible cuts. But not now. Today I'm voting full recognition, relying on intuition and meditation, eyes wide shut. Just takes concentration. So I ask you to welcome those ceaseless arrows into your soul. It's just the invisible calling, gifting you your elder gold. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen. Ashe. May we find some wisdom in our moment of silence. have been warmed by fires that we did not build. We have drank at wells that you and I did not dig. In gratitude of our many blessings and many needs, this morning's offering for this community, for this fellowship, will now be received, as you know, following our COVID protocols that's out there. And I got to say and ask you to join me and welcome the man who said, every time I read it, I think of him and his warmth and his dedication to this community. Ron Berkey is back.
Love is just a song we're singing, fear the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Though the dove is on the wind, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are just a moment's sunrise fading in the grass. Just one key unlocks them both. They're at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, right now.
Now is the time to hear the joys and concerns on the hearts of this community. So our first joy is welcoming any visitors. Do we have any visitors that are here for the first time? Okay. Well, folks who haven't been here for a welcome back. Again, big joy to see you all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have 3 daughters we haven't seen for a long time or very often. And one of them is driving from Pennsylvania to the Red Rocks of Nevada and stopping by Sedona. Yay! She might not be here long, but she's coming.
Yay.
My joy is being here this morning for that wonderful sermon.
Yes.
Can I speak from here? I'm very loud. I would like to applaud you for the sermon as well. It's a few years ago now that since we've been in Sedona, and someone suggested that instead of being called old whatever, that we be called village elders, as tribal people do. But just an aside, a little while ago I said, I like my gray hair, and somebody who was next to me said, you do? But one thing I wanted to mention is, those of you who have grandchildren, I mean, I taught, is it's a great time in our lives to be children, with children. We don't have to hold any persona, whether it's mother or teacher or whatever. But when you're with young children, you can enliven your child. And I think it's a wonderful thing that people who have grandchildren can experience, is that you can be with them, sharing what they're going through from our experiences. And it's a really wonderful time in life to be able to do that.
Thank you, Jude. Thank you. Anyone else? We're dropping a stone in the water. I see someone back there. Yes.
That you know very well.
Thank you, look familiar.
Well, you just reminded me that we had big fun yesterday morning. We took our grandkids and went to the community holiday parade in Cottonwood. And boy, did that liven us up. You know? Just seeing those kids marching by, they'd come by and I'd say, show us your tricks. And they do their little spins, they do their taekwondo, they were singing. It was just really a joyful time. So, thanks for the survey.
I must add a sidebar to that. It was lovely, but there was one thing missing that Lydia spoke about yesterday, but failed to mention this morning. There were no majorettes there. And Lydia will be a majorette as long as she's alive. She's still spinning that baton thing. There were no baton twirlers in the parade, but it was a great parade.
I'm going to touch this because I'm AV manager. Patrick's dad's going to be coming on December 15th to stay with us for 3 weeks. He's a cancer survivor, and he's doing really well, and we haven't seen him in about 3 years. So it's just really a blessing that he is well enough to travel and come to Sedona and be with us. So.
Thank you. Any other joys and or sorrows on the hearts of any members of our community? Yes.
Hi, I just have some joyful thank yous. One goes to Diane for having such incredibly loving, caring, and generous parents. It's so much appreciated. We'll take good care of what he left us, and we will try our best to make you and your parents proud. The other thing is our ad was back in the paper, and I want to thank again Paul and Tanya and Tita and Peggy for making it possible with their donations. And also Paul Friedman wrote, I think I have now 12 different articles about what UUs are about, and they will be in the paper as well. So it will be great for people who are wondering or don't know us at all to figure out and then hopefully come to the service. And just thank all of you for coming early and helping and staying late and breaking down. And Deirdre and Tom for picking up somebody who wouldn't be able to be here otherwise. And Sarah always, she's not here today, but did this as well. And Michelle for the newsletter, and just all of you. And it's so good to see you back, Ron. And happy birthday, Joe.
Yay! And we're giving our accolades of thanks which are warranted. You who just walked, can you stand up for a minute?
Me?
No, you. Yeah, you. We want to give a hand of thanks. You do know this place runs on volunteers. I'm always amazed by that. Dita, please.
Don't touch.
The ad, we have a wonderful rabbi on one side, and we have our wonderful reverend. And I have to announce that last week I turned to be 3 to the power of 4, but not as old as Joseph.
Thank you, David.
What newspaper is the ad and the poems?
It is in the Red Rock News. It is in the Red Rock News, yeah. Saw my mug in there yesterday, but oh, hello. So yeah, hopefully we can, it was nice. Thank you, Paul, and Dieter, and everybody for making that happen. Yeah, much appreciation. Anyone else, please? So I would like to drop one stone in there, Caroline, for all the joys and concerns that are still on people's hearts that remain unspoken. We will recognize yours.
Before I do this reading, there was a quote that came up during Anthony's talk that I think you'll enjoy. A beautiful young woman is an act of nature. A beautiful old woman is a work of art. Okay, Reverend Tom Owen-Towle. Put simply, I charge each of us to live while being alive. Remember that your life won't be measured by how many breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. Find such moments, create such moments, multiply such moments, and spread such moments.
bless you all. So I'm gonna take that energy with me for the rest of the week. I offer that you do the same. May this candle represent our commitment, again, to be connected to one another. And please go in peace until we are together.